What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 12th day of October. Here we are sitting at about just below 1 cent, 0.0094, and I have to take blame for this. I think we're down from yesterday's wick because I bought right about, I want to say right about there. Looking at this on a 1 hour time frame, I bought right in the heart of this drop. I went against my own rules. I said, don't buy into the pumps, right? They'll probably come back down. But here we are, buying into the pump nonetheless. I was waiting for the price to come down, and I bought just above an area where I thought we'd find support, but we did not find support there. We actually just continued to go lower. So that's okay. Here we are. I take full responsibility. It's the C-Zar special at it, full blast for sure. The C-Zar special, for those of you that don't know, is where I buy something and then the next day it's on a discount. So if you want to outperform my crypto bag, all you got to do is just buy the next day after I buy something, or maybe like even in the next week. I do expect, all jokes aside, I do expect OnyxCoin to move up very soon. As I posted in on my X page here, if we're looking at my profile, I did say, let's see if it's not the first one. By the way, this coin does look interesting, I have to say. Not many people like that post, but I'm just saying, if you guys are looking for things, that might be a good one. I should say the XCN I just bought is intended as a short-term play. Yes, it's intended as a short-term play. So I'm expecting XCN to pump crazy pump, right? And then in that time that it pumps, maybe some other coins are not pumping as hard. We'll rotate those funds into other coins, but the large bag, right? The main bag, the largest bag in my portfolio is intact and untouched. So I'm not going to be touching that. Anyways, 009466 right now. 11 hours 26 minutes left in the day. We do have the double bottom. It's absolutely there. Undeniably, it's there. If we're looking at this here on a 1 hour time frame, I think that we actually look productive here. I'd like to look at something with some volume on it. So let's go to Coinbase. Coinbase it is. And Coinbase here, with a large amount of volume on the purchasing side, not so much volume on the dumping side, right? So there's definitely some purchasing going on. I think if we look at this even more closely, you can see that there are some fat finger moments where people are literally just sending it on OnyxCoin, buying up a good bit. Even here, right? Like there's some high levels of volume here buying, and we're kind of curving out, softening now. I think we're going to get another one of these. I think what we might see, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but we might see a series of these pumps that kind of come back until the real one happens, until it's established that this is not the same as every other kind of pump and dump that we've seen over the months to come with OnyxCoin. My thoughts are we'll get another one. And again, it might be something to make a play off of, but not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This thing has been beaten up. It's been beaten up since January, and you're at a point now, you're at a very low point now where it's probably the most opportunistic moments to buy for the rest of the cycle. I really do think that between here and the end of the year, we would be seeing OnyxCoin all the way up at about a 26 to 32 cent price. I think we're going way up there, you guys, which is crazy because from the current price, which is less than 1 cent, that's more than a 26 or a 32x from here, right? So somewhere in that range, we're going to see some crazy immense growth. That's my expectation by the end of this cycle. Looking at the 1 hour time frame with what we can here and this wonky price action, the 1 hour RSI does look positive overall. You're kind of neutral here, right, in a bearish formation because you're below the 50, but you're still holding up here. I think you look good overall. I think you do. You could come down a little bit, and if you do, that's fine, right? Come down a little bit. I think we'll be okay, but I don't know if you will. I think there's too much buying pressure going on. There's probably not enough sellers at this moment. All the sellers are gone. MACD is at an area to bounce. The stochastics would actually make me think that we want to go up higher, but time will tell. 4 hour time frame here, if we're looking at this, the RSI here does make me think that we have lower to go. It does make me think even that we could go below 0086, and if we do, that's fine. We could go below there, get a close below there. We'll have a lower low on a closing basis while providing a higher low in the RSI, and that would be bullish divergence. That'd be something to rally off of, so I'm okay with that. Stochastics look a little bit bearish here on the 4 hour, I'm not going to lie. It depends though, because we have found support in this area before. We could find support here now and then move up. Let's just see if we do. Let's wait and see how the day ends. But the stochastics are the one thing that kind of have me bearish here. The MACD is flipped green, which is nice, but overall bearish. the RSI is not bearish. I mean, it is bearish in itself, but I wouldn't say the RSI in itself is making me think we go lower. It's just if we do go lower, we have this bullish divergence to play off of. So it's really not a problem. The 4 hour, I have to admit, makes me think that we will go lower, perhaps even as low as 0.00862 and below that, which would be from the current price. That'd be about another probably 10% drop or so that we could expect to see, 10 to 15% drop from here. I'm not selling here, that's for damn sure, because at any given moment we could see it. We could see a day that looks like this. We could see a week that's like just like this, 70% up. I mean, we could really see some massive volatility here over the coming days. So I'm definitely not going to sell. If anything, I'll buy more. Daily time frame here, bouncing off the oversold zone with yesterday's close. Love to see it. Looking for today to close green too. I think that would look really good if today closed green for the stochastics and the RSI. All of these indicators right here do look bearish if we're looking at them on the daily time frame, but we're clearly at a low point. So if we go lower, buy the dip. If we move higher, hold the rip. I think that over the coming days, over the coming weeks, we are likely going to see some explosive movements. I really would expect that we see something that's on the lines of like a 100% move or more very soon. Like if it was by the end of next week, I truly would not be surprised at all that we were back above 2 cents. But once we get above 2 cents, once we've verifiably broken out, once we've confirmed that we've broken out of this downtrend, really we'll get above about like 1.4 cents. Once we do that, we're off to the races. I expect a very, very fast pace to be taken with OnyxCoin, and over the weeks to come, we're going to see some spectacular movement. Maybe it's just like this, which is very small. It pales in comparison to this massive move here. But even that, from a low to a high in a 5-week period, that was a 225% move. There's nothing wrong with that. Overall, though, I would expect to see something very similar to what we saw here, akin to that. From a high to a low, the first target area would be about 8.2 to 15.7 cents. The next target area is 26 to $1.03. And I think that we will inevitably hit $1, but that'll probably be reserved for Q2 of 2026, maybe even late Q1. Ultimately hitting $1.03 to potentially a $2.60 price up here by the end of the cycle. But I think we'll find some turbulence here going into the end of October, maybe even November. Going into December, we should be reaching for those 26 to 32 cent target areas, consolidate there a little bit, and then reaching in Q1, Q2 for these higher targets, these higher areas up here. Anyways, I don't know if there's anything else that I want to say. Let's look at OnyxCoin, their page here. Where are we at, Onyx? There you are. I was checking out Crypto, Chris from Crypto, because I know he's had a lot of public open positions, and I'm like, dude, did you get liquidated? And he did. I think he got cleared out, which sucks, but that's what happens, man. Let's see. OIP 62 is officially passed. A lot of people are wondering what the percentage will be. Right, so I just made a post on here. I said it will probably be 40% for anyone who's curious, because they passed a proposal to raise the staking rates to 40%. Now I think this is a different proposal that will actually like allow for that to happen. Maybe it's a two-part thing, but we should see it will be executed in 2 days. This was 20 hours ago, so tomorrow we should see that 40% staking rate coming in. So for anybody who's looking to stake OnyxCoin, not a financial advisor, but it's very easy to stake. You can stake and unstake immediately. There are no lockup periods at all. They make it super, super easy to stake if you want to. I've done it. I've retrieved my rewards plenty of times and then restaked them or used them for degen stuff, right? Like if after a month I've got however much OnyxCoin that I have and I want to take like $100 or $1,000 and you know, from my staking rewards, and I want to do some leverage trading or some meme trading, you know, I do that kind of stuff, or other things with that money, but I mainly do restake it and then just add on. And at a 14% rate, it's nice. 40% is going to be crazy. That'll be competitive with some of the best APRs in the space, especially because there's no lockup period. Whenever you stake and then you unstake, it's like that. It's quick and it's cheap. It's cost effective. It's really easy to do. But just a thought there, you know, for anybody who's thinking like I am that OnyxCoin here is probably going to move up a dramatic bit between now and the end of the cycle. You can stake, get 40% APR, and make profits not just on the passive income there, but make profits on the chart itself moving higher, right? OnyxCoin here, XCN. If if anybody thinks 40%, it's not going to pump. You guys, we had like 60% or 40% back here. We had a 30% for a very long time throughout all this range. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter to some degree. It's not that it doesn't matter, but it's not like these coins are going to be printed out of thin air. There's no new coins that are going to be minted for this, right? It's already all in. Well, it's not all in circulation, but they'll just move coins around. The DAO will handle things. Anyways, $331 million now. I really do believe that 100x is possible. We could see a $30 billion market cap by the end of the cycle, even beyond that. But I would expect that at a bare minimum, we see something on the lines of like a $20 billion market cap. So even from here, that'd be about a 66x, something like that, 60, 70x, somewhere in that range. Massive growth potential for OnyxCoin. What would a 60 or 70x be? Kind of curious. It's about 60 cent in price. I don't see it stopping there. I truly just don't believe that we'll stop there. But it's possible that is right above our 2272. Maybe that's the end of cycle move, but I really think that we'll be at like $1.03 or more, which is well over 100x from here. So time will tell. I don't have anything else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. We love OnyxCoin. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.